Now that you have the education that you need for getting from point A to point B on creating your first product, let's go over it a little bit more. So creating your first product is a monumental step in the entrepreneurial journey. It's accumulation of passion, research, feedback, and strategic decisions. Let's dive into this process, drawing some insights from our exploration of niche discovery, beta testing, pricing, strategies, and feedback implementation. Now, before we continue, let's understand product creation from a definition standpoint. This is the process of conceptualizing, designing, testing, and launching a tangible or intangible offering to the market. This is significant because it's going to be the foundation of your business, determining its success and its sustainability. All right, guys, so step one is discovering your niche. This is where you get to identify a specialized segment within the market that aligns with you 100%. It needs to align with your passions, and it needs to align with your expertise. Making sure that you align with your market segment, your niche, is pivotal to making sure that you can create a product that will sustain the test of time. People can sniff out if you are not passionate or an expert. Now, this isn't to say that you can't utilize tools that are AI powered like ChatGPT to help you build the tools, but you want to make sure that you are an expert. This allows you to be able to put everything into your own words. Again, like I said, you can utilize things like ChatGPT to optimize your words, but you don't want it to build it out for you. This is going to ensure that you offer a unique value position within the market, and it allows you to gain the maximum amount of profit potential whenever you release it to the market. If you can speak confidently about a product or service that you are offering, people are going to be more likely to trust you that you are offering them something of value. Next, you want to conceptualize the idea and design it. This is where you get to brainstorm. You want to brainstorm your ideas, your sketch designs, and visualize the whole product journey. You want to consider the user's experience and the interface of the design in the process. Don't just think to yourself, oh my gosh, this is a cool product, or this is a cool platform, or whatever. You want to make sure that you can conceptualize the entire journey of the user. How is their experience going to be from the day that they become aware to the day that they purchase and through the time frame that they interact with your product or service? This makes sure that everything is covered. The old term, dot your I's, cross your T's. This is where you get to make sure that all of that is done. You get to ensure that your customer is going to enjoy the entire process, because ensuring that your customer enjoys the entire process is pivotal to ensuring that they come back for more or give you positive word of mouth feedback. Now that you have conceptualized and designed, it's time to price our product. And we want to make sure that whenever we price our products, we're pricing it correctly. To do this, you need to understand your costs, the competitor's pricing, and the perceived value. Choosing the right strategy that aligns with your brand and market position is a challenge, but you can overcome that with research. Make sure that you research every aspect. How much does it cost? What's the cost of the platform? How much time is it going to take? Is this going to cost me any third-party contractors, or do I need to outsource any of the inner workings of the product itself? Those costs can add up, and it's important that the price of your product or your service covers all of that so that you can be profitable. Now, as far as competitor pricing and perceived value, this is up to your research. You want to go look at what your competitors are doing. How much do their products cost? How similar is it to your product? Do you offer a more unique position within the market? That's going to contribute to both perceived value and the price point that's most competitive to effectively strike a response in the market. Again, choosing the right pricing strategy is going to be difficult, but make sure that it aligns with your brand so that your market position is a strong one. Now it's time for you to develop a prototype. This is where you get to turn your concept into reality, or more specifically, a tangible or functional prototype. You can use this to test functionality, gather feedback, and refine the design. Prototyping your product is extremely important. You want to make sure that what you're putting to market is something that people are going to enjoy. Prototyping involves putting everything together. You start the process by writing everything down, making an outline, putting it on paper. You can even draw it out if you wish. There are even online tools that will allow you to build out diagrams that you can visualize the entire process. If you are creating a subscription, you want to go ahead and take that process and implement those actions into the subscription platform that you've chosen to use. This way, you can see the entire idea before you put it to market. It also allows you to go into the beta testing phase, which we're going to talk about next. Before companies release massive OS updates or maybe even new updates to gaming platforms, whatever the case may be, each one of these companies do something called beta testing, which allows real users to interact with their products. They can collect feedback, uncover hidden bugs, and assess the overall user experience. It's extremely important for you to take the time to test your product or service before it hits the market. This is where you get to refine the process. You ensure that the user is going to enjoy their experience, and if they enjoy their experience, as we've stated multiple times, they come back for more. Video gaming companies, computer companies, cell phone companies, they all implement a form of beta testing. Apple specifically even has a beta testing program that you can sign up for. This is where you get to enjoy newer OS systems before everyone else and offer all of your feedback so that they can ensure their users are getting the experience they desire. And once you finish the beta testing portion to your product development, it's time to implement the feedback. You want to analyze and prioritize any of the feedback that you've received, and you want to make the necessary modifications that enhance the product's quality and appeal. This ensures your product's launch to be one that can be easily received by the market and something that people are going to enjoy the process from both purchasing, interacting, and gaining whatever insight it is that you promised them with the product launch. Making sure that you listen to your customers is one of the most important aspects of business. We harp on it a lot and we mention it multiple times in many different videos, and it's because it is that important. We want you to understand that feedback and implementing that feedback is pivotal to ensuring your product is a product that people are going to enjoy and people are going to purchase. And then next, it is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to launch and take your product to market. You want to introduce your product to the market in a way that stands out, using a strategic marketing campaign to create awareness and drive sales. This part can be extremely difficult and it can take time, but if you stick through it and you follow the process of an awareness marketing campaign, a conversion marketing campaign, and even a loyalty marketing campaign, you can ensure that your product gets in front of the right targeted audience and you can get those conversions that you're looking for. Following every single one of the steps up to this point ensures that you are introducing a product that people are going to want and people are going to enjoy. So, launch your product with a smile on your face and stand behind it 100%, and then enjoy the fruits of your business. And just when you guys thought that I was done, there is another step to this process. It's called the continuous improvement phase. This is where you seek regular feedback. There's that word again, feedback. You are going to continue to get feedback from your users so that you can continue to ensure that your product meets their needs. This is where you get to evolve. This is where you get to work on creating a better experience for those that you serve online, making sure that every single one of the changes ensure that the product remains relevant and competitive. You also need to maintain your research, ensuring that your competitors are not going and getting themselves in front of you. This keeps you relevant within the market and it keeps you relevant within the customer's eyes. This lowers churn rate, it lowers returns, it lowers everything that you can think of because, well, you're continuously improving. And don't worry, you are going to run into some challenges along the way when creating your first product, and that's okay. As long as you are continuously trying to improve upon your skills and your product or services, typically everything works out. What's going to be hard is balancing innovation with market demand, especially with how fast markets are moving today. With the proliferation of the internet, we see rapid movement in market changes. This means that you need to remain adaptable so that you can move quickly with any changes that may affect your product or service. Managing resources and timelines can be extremely difficult, especially if you're just starting out. You may have limited resources or you may have limited time, but you want to be sure that you manage these things so that you can be effective with creating your product. And then, of course, there are the complexities of product development and launch. You might have to learn a new skill or two. You also might have to learn a new skill or two that has to do with product launch. Maybe it's a marketing technique, or maybe it's just a whole new skill in general. It really doesn't matter, but you're going to have to overcome these challenges. And this is where the personal responsibility steps in. You have to take it upon yourself to push your limits and learn new techniques, new skills, new ideologies, new everything, because it's your duty to ensure that your product meets the market's demands. Now, if you're just starting out as an online business entrepreneur, you have two options. Option A, deliver a quality experience that customers want to return and get more from, or B, don't. So what are some of the benefits of a well-crafted product? Well, you're going to get market recognition. This is establishing a strong brand presence for yourself online. We've talked about it in other modules, so make sure that you're watching them so that you can understand what it means to have a strong presence for your brand online. This is super pivotal to making sure that you can stand the test of time and get customers that are consistently returning their value to you. This is also known as the lifetime value of a customer. Lifetime value of a customer is what ensures a business's success. That brings us into customer loyalty. Delivering consistent value and quality is important for every business to focus on. By delivering the value and the quality, you ensure that a customer is happy and that they come back for more consistently. And then, of course, sustainable growth. Building a foundation for long-term business is no easy task. Putting out a crappy product is the best way to build a shaky foundation. So make sure when you are putting your products out, it is something that you are willing to stand behind, and make sure it is something your customers enjoy. Crafting your first product is going to be a journey that is filled with challenges, learnings, and immense rewards if you stick through it all. By integrating niche discovery, strategic pricing, beta testing, and feedback implementation, you as an entrepreneur can navigate the complexities of product creation and set the stage for lasting success.